What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Micheal Hunter and Dillianwhyte. Get this, Hunter states, "Stop making excuses, Whyte." He states that I am getting my name out there. This is one of the stigmas that other fighters try to nitpick. I will check that box. Hopefully we can press these guys to getting me in the ring with them. Micheal Hunter plans to erase any stigmas held against him by rival heavyweights in a bid to entice Dillianwhyte in the ring. American contender Hunter will fight, of course, he's fought Mike Wilson Tuesday. And, of course, we know he knocked out Wilson in the fourth round, which was a very, very dynamic knockout. Great pull counter right, taking Mike Wilson out. Hunter said that he wants to fight Whyte. Absolutely. I don't know if it will happen. He's one of these guys who has the excuse. Who is Micheal Hunter? Now, he says that they act like they don't know who I am. I was fighting before they'd ever put on a pair of gloves. I would fight Whyte or even an up-and-coming guy. I might need to step down to get some action. Those are the words of Micheal Hunter. Now, let me counterpunch. Micheal Hunter is a guy, I feel that he's talented. I feel that he's very, very underrated. Okay, he's an underrated fighter. And I think the first thing comes to mind when you do think of Micheal Hunter is risk versus reward. Okay, you look at a guy that did fight Povetkin, weathered the storm against Povetkin, the onslaught, and then came back with his own onslaught, which made it an even fight, which in fact, it came out to be a draw. Then he left Matchroom, and then now he's a free agent. He had negotiations with Filip Hrgovic. That didn't happen, which it was already set to happen. And I think that is the reason why Micheal Hunter's in the situation he's in. When you have guys like Dillianwhyte in a totally different situation, his situation, he's high on the totem pole, but he's not allowed to get higher on the totem pole based on what his accomplishments has already been, based on his marquee value, and based on a corrupt sanctioning body. And he's fighting to be where he's at, whereas Micheal Hunter is stating like, hey, I may need to step down to get some action. Well, to counterpunch Mike Hunter, him saying shit like that reflects the fact that the thing or the person you should have fought, Filip Hrgovic, is the person or is the reason why people look at you and then can use that to that advantage to say, hey, who the hell is Micheal Hunter? They know who Micheal Hunter is. It's just Micheal Hunter is not putting himself in position by the opposition that he's fighting. Mike Wilson should have never been a fight. Mike Wilson could have been a tune-up fight before the Hrgovic fight. Okay, not saying he should have fought Mike Wilson. I just think he shouldn't have fought Mike Wilson now or then or next. He should have fought Mike Wilson and then fought Filip Hrgovic. Okay, so now Filip Hrgovic himself is fighting. It has an opponent. So more than likely that fight won't happen. But if Filip Hrgovic goes on to blast him and can actually get a marquee fight with a fighter, his popularity will soar while Micheal Hunter's will stay stagnant or in fact fall through the cracks because we don't know what he's going to do. Obviously, by this article, he's looking for a fight. He wants a fight with a guy like Dillianwhyte, but at the end, you can argue that, hey, wait, what have you done? Oh, that's right. You're supposed to fight Hrgovic that only had 12 fights. What the hell happened there? And then you want to fight me and I'm the interim WBC heavyweight champion? Why would I do that? Right? So a lot of things that Micheal Hunter is saying, you know, he said, well, they're making excuses. Well, they may make excuses, but are the excuses actual facts? Okay? The whole thing about Micheal Hunter is Micheal Hunter needs, like he's saying in this article, he needs to fight these guys that nobody wants to fight. Nobody wanted to fight Filip Hrgovic. And if you're a guy that you know you want fights, that's the guy that you're supposed to go after. Go after the guy that's going after everyone else. That's what you do. Not the other way around. Not, hey, I want this big fight with this big guy because everybody else can say the same and do the same shit. They can wait just like you're waiting. Well, you're waiting for a big fight with me. I'm waiting for a bigger fight with that person. But what happens? Nobody really ends up fighting anybody because everyone's waiting for something bigger. That's like sitting at home waiting for a job that you don't end up getting. Now I want $30 an hour, not 15. Okay? But I'm in hopes to getting $30 an hour, so therefore I will never take the $15 hour job, right? Until the lights get cut off or whatever. But you get what I'm saying. That's exactly what's happening, okay? Micheal Hunter wants Dillianwhyte. Dillianwhyte wants his spot. But that's a big gap in between who these guys are. Not in style or not in talent, but in marquee value. Okay, so the thing is, Micheal Hunter, I feel, he needs to do exactly what he said based on this article. Okay, but he will never do that fighting guys like Mike Wilson. He will stay stagnant. And in fact, when you think of Micheal Hunter versus someone like Charles Martin, those are the guys he needs to fight. Andy Ruiz, those are the guys he needs to fight. That's if Ruiz wants to fight with Micheal Hunter. But those are the guys he needs to get in the ring with. So I think he should let pride to the side and start fighting these guys that are dangerous and getting them out of the way. Then he can say, hey, I was the one that took all these guys out that claimed nobody wanted to fight them. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Micheal Hunter saying that Dillianwhyte is making excuses. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.